Alright guys, so the Call of Duty hacking situation is getting out of hand, as it seems like it's multiple persons who are now doing the hacking, right? Remember a guy whose name came up named C isn't sharp. If you're following this whole hacking situation, you should be familiar with that name. Well, apparently there's multiple players doing the hacking now. So a lot of top popular content creators, they're calling out for Activision, for Treyarch, just Call of Duty on a whole to fix this instantly, right? Expeditiously. So I'm going to be reading something so you'll get a better understanding. But at the end of this video, I'll definitely explain to you why it seems like it's multiple, or allegedly it's multiple persons doing the hacking on PlayStation 5. And of course, we're talking about the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 port. Not sure about Black Ops 1, right? I think persons are more, well, not more worried, but I think more persons are seeing hackers on Black Ops 2 than Black Ops 1. But anyways, I'm going to be reading something like I said, but before I go any further, guys, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so, and make sure y'all turn the notification bell, put it on, that way you can get notified whenever I post a new video. Alright guys, so like I said, it seems like Black Ops 2 is definitely into some major trouble right now, and Activision and Call of Duty, Treyarch, they all need to do the right thing and patch this as soon as possible. But let's get to the story. So the story is saying Black Ops 2 in crisis, hackers takes over PS5 server as Activision faces pressure to stop C isn't sharp. Call of Duty fans are sounding the alarm as the Black Ops 2 hacking situation on PlayStation continues to spiral out of control. Over the past several days, players have reported being targeted by a hacker known as C isn't sharp, who has allegedly been resetting player ranks, corrupting accounts and causing major problems in online lobbies. Some players even claim that their accounts were altered to impossible prestige levels, leaving them unable to properly access multiplayer, I should say. The controversy has become one of the hottest topics in Call of Duty community, with gaming creator T. Smithy recently highlighting the issue in a video titled "The Black Ops 2 Situation is Crazy." According to the creator, many players were eagerly awaiting a new 1.06 update in hopes that Activision will finally patch the exploits being used by hackers. Reports of hack accounts have spread rapidly across social media, Reddit and YouTube, with some players warning others to leave lobbies immediately if they encounter the hacker. Meanwhile, rumors continue to circulate that Activision may have taken legal action against C isn't sharp. However, there has been no official confirmation from the company, leaving fans to speculate about what could have happened next, or what could happen next. For now, Black Ops 2 players remain cautious as they wait to see whether the latest update will finally bring an end to one of the biggest hacking controversies the game has faced since it returned to PlayStation, right? Yeah, so it's a very unfortunate situation that this hacker or hackers is ruining the game, the experience for other persons. And let me tell you something, right? I'm not supporting hackers, but if you're going to hack, right? Just hack yourself, right? If you want to make yourself 16 prestige, 15 prestige, whatever it may be, cool, go ahead and do it. But leave other persons who want to enjoy the game in a normal way, right? You don't got to go in and do all that aimbot shit, ruin the experience. If you want to rank up yourself quick and just, if that's fun for you, then kudos to you. But just leave other players alone. But anyway, like I said, it seems, or allegedly, there might be multiple players doing the hacks online, right? All right, I'm not sure if I can explain this, but apparently the person who goes by the name C isn't sharp, he might not actually be the one doing the hacks, right? So basically they're saying that this guy created some modding tool or something like that. I'm going to try to explain this as simple as possible because I myself isn't the best as it relates to explaining this, right? So they're saying that the person who created the hack, C isn't sharp, that's his name, right? Now, if let's say I'm going to go do some hacks, right? If I'm doing it through his hacks or his whatever he created, my name will show up on the internet as C isn't sharp. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the real C isn't sharp doing the hacks, right? So if multiple persons have some dev kit PS5 or PlayStation, whatever you call it, right, then their name, and they do the hacks, their name will come up as C isn't sharp. Not sure if you're following, right? So it's not necessarily him who is doing the hack, but nonetheless, I'm not 100% sure, right? So they're saying That's why it might be multiple persons doing it, because according to T-Doc Smithy, he ran into multiple C isn't sharp while playing online, right? Yeah. So I don't really know, but at the end of the day, Call of Duty have no choice but to actually, patch this whole situation, because we see where even the guy named, what's his name, Tim the Tatman or whatever he goes by, that streamer, he actually got hacked recently. And when you have someone popular like him, right, getting hacked, then it's not gonna look good for Call of Duty. So they definitely need to fix this as soon as possible. But they're saying that if you go in a lobby, you just gotta close. Well, if you go in a lobby and you see like any of those hackers, I guess you'll see like some rainbow clan tag or rainbow name or some shit like that. But either way, yeah, they're saying that you're not supposed to just leave the game, in the sense of like, when you click the button and you go leave lobby. Yeah, they're saying that you should close the game entirely. I hear T-Doc Smithy telling persons to reset their console, reset their internet and all of that. But they're saying that you should close the game entirely, not just leave the game. That's the best way to escape this whole hacking situation. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, this kind of ruined the whole shit for me, because I definitely don't want to run in any hackers and get my shit messed up, right? I'd rather stay away from the game until they patch it. And that's if Activision even decide to patch it, because at the end of the day, you never know what Call of Duty is going to do. You don't know what, because they might let it stay, even though I don't think they're going to do that, right? The persons who did the ports, I think they're responsible, for doing the updates. I think their names is Iron Galaxy or something like that. They're the one who actually did the ports, the Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 ports to PS4 and PS5, right? Yeah, and they might actually be the ones to do any other ports that's coming, to PS4 or PS5, right? I think eventually all of these games are gonna come to PS4 and PS5, So yeah, it was actually smart of PlayStation not to really do backwards compatibility like Xbox, because now we see where Xbox might eventually end up getting the Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Well, it's going to be like a remastered, and of course that will obviously have better graphics and I guess some fixes and stuff like that. So yeah, and obviously that's going to be on PS5 and PS4 as well. So I'm pretty sure they will eventually get a remastered, because so far Xbox, they aren't getting to enjoy what PlayStation users are enjoying, because the ones that are on Xbox, they're hacked to shit, right? So obviously you're risking your Xbox, your profile, you're risking a lot of things by just playing it over there. But not much players are on Xbox anyways, or at least on those versions. So and I also heard the guy if it's one person, C isn't sharp, he was over on Xbox at first and came over to PlayStation and all that shit. But yeah, guys, I'm just here to let y'all know that Call of Duty, they're facing a lot of pressure to fix these hackers, fix them once and for all, whether it be by cease and desist, whether it be however. But just ensure that when you patch this shit, it don't happen again, because at the end of the day, they can patch it, but they'll find some way to ruin the experience, right? And yes, guys, once upon a time, I was actually fond of hacking and stuff, but that's like years ago. To be honest, I'm not really, it is what it is. I know it's going to be there, but just don't ruin the game for other persons. That's simple maths. Anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comment section, and thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Stay safe. Peace.